is the first day of spring, and that's exciting. It's always kind of sad when spring break is over. Everybody's back in school. My sister-in-law went home to her hometown, and it's always kind of lonely the first day when everybody's gone back. Being out of school now for 6 years, it just feels so odd still not to go back, you know, but I got lots to do and lots of things to plan. So what I thought I would do today is share with you what I picked up from our trip to Albuquerque. We really enjoyed it, had a good time. We only spent Sunday, Monday, and came home Tuesday evening late. And it was enough time. But since we had gone to Disney World, and you know what kind of expensive trip that is, these few days in Albuquerque for my birthday, that was kind of a birthday celebration. It was really nice. So I thought I would show what I got. I didn't get a whole lot of stuff. I didn't need a whole lot of stuff, but I was looking for bargains. And when I see a bargain, you know, I would like to spend less on clothes if I can, because I just don't like to keep them, you know, as long as what you might spend several $100s for a piece that is maybe higher quality or designer. I'm not really into that. I would rather buy a less expensive something and then not feel bad about giving it away or donating or whatnot. I never really feel like I can sell what I've got. I don't think anybody particularly want it, but I have sold to a place, Plato's Closet is in our city, and they've taken quite a few of my items and pretty good price. They like more names like J.CREW, Madewell, Gap, things like that. And so I have been able to sell a few items there. So anyway, here is what I got from our trip. I didn't really need anything from Bath & Body, but because it was my birthday, you know, several of these companies will give you a birthday gift. So my birthday gift was an $8.50 item free if I purchased other things. So they had buy 3 get 3 free bath products. So I got the new, or I guess this is new. It is the Aloe and Palm. It has a slight masculine touch to it. In fact, we asked the girl if this was for men or women, and she said really it was just kind of for both. It just has a kind of a different scent, but my daughter and I really liked it, so I gave her the other set of the buy 3 get 3, and then I got a bar of soap to go with it so that everything would match. So that all came from Bath & Body. And then my sweet sister-in-law gave me some Crabtree and Evelyn Rosewater Bath & Body lotion. She also gave me some chocolates, and they are almost gone. I think I have a couple left that I can show. And then she gave me a beautiful ring, and I can show what that is. And I know she told me what it was, but I never can remember. But anyway, I could get that out and look and see what it's called. But it is quite lovely. Very pretty. Very proud of that. She has the most beautiful handwriting of anyone I've ever seen. It's just, she's left-handed, and it's just, her handwriting is gorgeous. Anyway, this is a 5-carat kunzite soft pink antique cut from Afghanistan with pink sapphires. There's about 20 at 1.8 millimeters, and white sapphires. There are 24 white sapphires at 1.5 millimeters. She has wonderful taste in jewelry, and she's giving me many rings, and I really enjoy them and wear them with a lot of outfits. So thank you, Vivian, for this beautiful ring. So we went to the ABQ shopping center, and I had about $75 on my Banana Republic credit card, and I didn't see anything at Banana Republic, but I did find this beautiful green linen shirt at Gap. And I wanted to see if I could use that 75 at Gap, and yes, you can, you know, because Gap, Banana Republic, what are the others? Athleta maybe, and Old Navy are all on the same, under the same company. And so, you know, you can use the card and get credit and stuff for anything from those 4 stores if you have their card. And I had a special deal from the card that if I used it until June, I could have 0% interest on anything, any purchases. So I did use that, and it also built up some credit for me, so I had that much to spend. So another thing that I got from Gap are these utility trousers, and they're kind of in a sage, light sage green, which I thought would be kind of neat for spring and summer. Cargo pants, I think, is what they're referred to as, and they have an elastic waist, so I know those are going to be really neat. I got these in a large, and I got my shirt. I tried on the large, and it was just a little tight across my shoulders. I have really broad shoulders, so I opted for the extra large because I like that extra room. And then I went to Lucky Brand and picked up a couple of t-shirts. One of them was butterflies, and they had their t-shirts on, their graphic t-shirts, for, I believe it was 30% off. So that was a savings. I think they were originally like $39, and then take 30% off of that. And then I kind of have these out of order. The other one that I picked up from Lucky Brand was this floral shirt in kind of a sage green, which also might work well with the pants that I got from Gap. In fact, I think it kind of will. But I love floral, I love butterflies, and that just really appealed to me as a t-shirt. Do I need more t-shirts? No, but they were on sale. I loved them, and you know, you can always wear a good t-shirt. And then at the Albuquerque Old Town, I wanted to find some more t-shirts to walk in. And I love the hot air balloon. You know, they have the Balloon Fest in October. So I got sort of a coral color, and these are just going to be for me to exercise in. They were not expensive t-shirts, 2 for $24. And I had gotten some the time we were there before. And I have just absolutely worn those out walking. So I needed a couple of new ones to add to my collection for exercising. And then here was the other one, and it just has a simple New Mexico, Albuquerque with the Sandia mountain range on it. And then the restaurant, one of the restaurants that we ate at that we loved breakfast, the Range Cafe, and they have, I believe, 3 locations in Albuquerque. It is just the cutest breakfast place. They have lunch also, but they have a collection of little ranges, little stoves that kids that were that you would buy for your children back in the, oh, I don't know, 50s, 60s, 70s. And so thus the name Range Cafe with the little oven on it. And they have a collection, and I believe I had it in my video, my previous video of our trip to Albuquerque, and the collection that they have up high is just adorable. They have baked items, pies, cookies, breakfast croissants, and cinnamon rolls and stuff like that. But we love the Range, so I thought I'm going to get this too so that I could have something else to exercise in. It wasn't terribly expensive either. A little more, but you know, not bad. And then one of the first places that I went to at the ABQ Center was Anthropologie. And you know how much I love Anthropologie. I've talked about it. I've had hauls from it. And this shirt just appealed to me. And for your birthday, you get to spend 20% off of anything, even sale items. And I tried so hard to find a sale item, and nothing worked. It just, I don't know, nothing really appealed to me. So unfortunately, this one was a full price item with 20% off. And I'm embarrassed to say how much it was. My sister-in-law was really concerned about me getting it because it's 100% cotton. And she feared that the red would like fade out into the fabric. But you know, fabric is treated these days, and I'm not really worried about it and not really concerned about washing it. So I think it'll be fine. I have not washed it yet, and may not for a first wearing. I usually put them in the dryer with no heat, a gentle toss if I don't wash something before I wear it. And then I picked up some jeans, some little cropped jeans at Altered State, which is also there. And they were on sale for $24. I did not need any jeans, but I thought, I'm gonna get these. They're kind of an acid wash, and I think they'll go with the 70s vibe of this shirt. So then also at Altered State, I picked up a pair of earrings that I thought would be really cute. There's little sparkles around each flower, and these earrings have that same type sparkle, and I thought that would be really cute together with the jeans. Also at Anthropologie, I was looking in the sales section. I said I didn't get anything. Actually, I did. One thing. There was a dress, and it sort of, to me, had a little bit of a Chanel chain vibe, or you know, sometimes you'll see Ralph Lauren with the chains sort of thing. Anyway, the top is designed for, you know, free shoulder look, and then the back has a little split in it when you put it on. It's very, very slight, and it was like $180 some odd dress, and the tag on it said $29.95. And so, and let me see if it shows what, I think this is a Maeve. Yes, this is a Maeve dress. I have a lot of Maeve things. And this is a large. And I told my daughter, I never buy a dress, but there might be an occasion that I could wear this. So I took it to the dressing room, tried it on, and it's just adorable, just adorable. So because I'm 65, I'm not so sure I would look that fantastic with my arms showing. So I picked up this little shrug since I had my 20% off. I got this also at Anthropologie, and I thought it would be really cute around the dress. And here it is. The yellow goldish color in the chain kind of picks up on this color. It's kind of a natural, but on the yellow side of the shrug, and also the shrug will go with other things that I have. Also, it was not on sale, but like I said, birthday, 20% off. I was treating myself. I'd already treated myself with shoes, but you know, my husband gave me some money for my birthday, so I spent some of that, and I think I'll be really happy with it. Okay, so when I got to the counter to check out, the dress rang up as $19.95. I nearly passed out. And I said, well, why is this cheaper? And she said, well, there's a flaw that we found in the back. And I have looked and looked and looked, and I have yet to find the flaw. Somebody's gonna have to help me search for the flaw. I don't see it. And the hem at the bottom is a zigzag hem. It's just the cutest thing. And I thought, how cute would that be if you were going on a cruise, which I will never go on. It's just a thought in my head, or to a little garden party, or a barbecue, you know, something like that. I don't know where I'll wear it. I might even just wear it going downtown in our city to the 6th Street antique shops. And it will be so cool for spring and summer. And there we go. I don't wear a lot of dresses. I love them though. In fact, I would really like to get more into dresses. Maxi length dresses with sandals is just so adorable for spring and summer. So those are my items. Everything is washed except the dress and the white shirt. I also did not wash the shrug, but I gave it a freshening. And all the t-shirts, they're washed. My green shirt is washed. The cargo pants are washed. They just need a quick touch up, a little press with my iron. And I don't mind doing that. In fact, I kind of like to iron, which is weird, I know. It's kind of a, I don't know, kind of a thing with me that makes me calm. It's just neat to take wrinkles out of things. But I thought I would give these a quick try on, let you see what they look like. And I think I'm really happy with my purchases from Albuquerque. Now, I had gone thinking that I was going to look for a piece of jewelry. And I have a lot of turquoise jewelry that I'm going to show you in just a bit. I just really don't think I need anything. And as much as I loved everything that I saw, I told myself, you do not need any jewelry. You don't need any more clothes either. But you know, clothes for me, it is, I don't spend a lot on clothes. I go through my closet pretty often. I get rid of things. I donate. That's kind of my, you know, I try to donate nice things because just like going to estate sales, I enjoy giving things a new life, and I like to give my nice clothes to people who need them. So that's just kind of something that I enjoy doing. I know it's weird, but you know, anyway. What am I wearing today? This, of course, is a Disney purchase from many years ago. Very comfortable. It just has some matching fleece pants with kind of a cute knee area and light gray. I have really enjoyed this set. I don't wear it until it starts to get kind of warm because it's a little cool. This is more of a polyester top and I get chilly. So perfect for the first day of spring and welcoming that wonderful time of year. So let me pop these things on, let you see what they look like. I'm going to use my DJI OM5, see how it works out. Anyway, here is the candy that my sister-in-law gave me. It's the Lindor chocolates with blue wrapping. She knows that I love the color blue, so I'm sure that's why she gave me blue chocolates, and I've really been enjoying those. So thank you, Vivian, for that lovely gift. And this will also let you see my full Disney outfit, front and back, and I really enjoy it. It's been in my closet for many years, and I really like it. This is what I'm doing in my kitchen today. Last night I got out a roast, and I am cooking the 3 envelope roast. And oops, it is wonderful. It smells delicious. And what happens with the 3 envelope roast is you just use a package of ranch dressing, Italian seasoning, and brown gravy. I put about a quarter of a stick of butter in there and water, and you just let it do overnight, and it is the most wonderful tender thing you've ever had. And then over here on the stove, I soaked some pinto beans last night, and we're going to have a pinto bean recipe. They are bubbling away, and it's a great recipe from All Recipes. Just go look up the best pinto beans. I believe it has onion, bell pepper, celery, black forest ham, garlic, let's see, a large container of chicken broth. I put a little bit of hot sauce in it, oregano, cumin, trying to think what else is in there. I think, oh, bay leaves, and you just let it simmer and cook for 5 to 6 hours, and the beans are fabulous. So that's what we're going to have for our lunch, or we call it Leopard today. We don't really have, I have a little bit of breakfast, usually some fruit, things like that. Maybe a little croissant, donut, cinnamon roll, but I only eat a quarter of one. And then that's kind of my breakfast. And then my husband and I eat around 3 or 4 o'clock, and that's it. We only eat like twice a day. He only eats once a day, which is probably not very healthy, but we have a pretty good meal when we eat, and it's really enough. I don't like to eat a ton, because both of us have a tendency to gain weight very easily, so that's another reason why we keep our menu a little lighter. All right, let's try on some clothes. I'm trying to get my DJI to not take so much of the ceiling, and I've lowered it. I don't know what else to do. This is the best I can do it. So anyway, here's this little dress from Anthropologie. I removed my bra so that you could see what it looks like, bare shouldered, which is not really that bad for an older woman my age. But in the back, you can see the little cutout right here that is well above the panty line, and it really doesn't show that much of your back, and it's not the worst part of my back. So could I wear it like this? Probably. I would, especially around places where I don't know anybody. And then I popped on a pair of shoes. These are Johnston & Murphy sandals that I got at 75% off last year. They're gold and have a little gold buckle, and I thought that would be really cute with this dress. So here it is, full length. I think you can see that pretty good, full length. It is a twirl dress. I mean, it flows, it's wonderful, it feels good, it fits nice. Actually, if they had had a medium, I could probably have gone a little bit smaller, but there's no gaps, it doesn't show anything. And wonderful of wonders, it has pockets. And this would be just so neat to walk around at a flea market or something like that. A beach dress. Like I said, if you went on cruises, it would be great. And then if you wanted a little cover up in the evening, the shrug over it, I think just adds a little bit. And I asked the girl at the store if this was too much or too much pattern, and she kind of looked surprised and said, "Oh my word, no, I would have never thought of doing that." So this is it with the shrug, and I just think it's really cute, and it even covers up the opening in the back if you didn't want people to see your back. So anyway, here it is with the shrug. I love it. It's comfortable. I can hardly wait to find some place to wear this. I'm so excited about it. Plus the fact that it was unbelievably $19.95 for a dress. I'm so excited about that. I can't stand it. But it's just really cute. And I tried it on for my daughter in the store, and I said, well, what do you really, really think? Can I pull this off? You know, my legs are not pretty anymore. There's not a whole lot pretty about me, but I still want to look nice. I still want to dress with pretty clothes. So this made me feel neat, and I just loved it. All right, here is the little shirt from Anthropologie. It is a 3/4 or slightly below the elbow style. Here is the back. Of course, it's plain in the back. pretty oversized. I did get, I believe, a large. I'll have to check that. And then the pants, like I said, are from Altered State, and they are a 31. And then I popped on some shoes from Circus, which is a division of Sam Edelman. And if you've ever had any Sam Edelman shoes, you know how comfortable they are. These are little red strappy sandals, super comfortable, Velcro. I could walk in them all day type of situation. But anyway, I love the shirt. I know it's oversized, I know it's big. I asked the girl at the store if it was too big, and she said no, it was made to be oversized. And if I went down one, I just don't know that I would have had the same effect. It would probably been fine, but you can, you know, pop up the collar a little bit and have that sort of look. I didn't put on the earrings, but you can imagine those cute little pink looped earrings that match the pink around each flower. And I don't know, this just spoke to me. I looked all over Anthropologie and so many really pretty clothes, but nothing that just went, you need to buy me, except this. It's just, I don't know, it's just my vibe. I like the long tail, the skinny jeans underneath, and this will be so cute for spring and summer. Here's a close-up of the flowers. I love the big front pocket, chest pocket. I love the cotton. It's going to be breezy, it's going to be cool, and I just think I don't know, I think it looks cute. I like it. Yes, I checked the size, and the mod flower shirt is a medium large, so it came like that, like extra small, 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 medium, medium large, large, extra large. And I think if I had gone with the small medium, I think the shoulder would have looked not as good on me because my shoulders are quite broad. So medium large on that. And then here's a close-up of the Circus shoes. I've had these for a while, and believe it or not, I got them at TJ Maxx. If you've ever had Sam Edelman shoes, you know how comfortable they are. Slight platform, really good footbed, and this is kind of a canvas strap with Velcro on the toe and at the ankle so that you can, you know, if your feet swell like mine do, you can adjust those. But anyway, I thought those would look really cute with the Flower Power shirt. So here is, I know this is really wrinkled. Not everybody likes linen. I love linen. I don't care if it wrinkles. Like I said, I'm going to give this a little press and it'll look a little bit better. For purposes of the video, I just went up this far, but I'm probably going to go up further with the sleeves to roll up. And nice long length. I kept on the Altered State skinny jeans with the hem that is raw edged and extra large. And you probably said, well, why didn't you just stick with the large? Because it fit, and I don't like things that fit. I'm not a tailored person because I do have some spare tire going on right here, and that just happens when you get older and you have never had quite a figure of a model. So I don't want that to be accentuated. So I do like to cover up with a fuller look. But this is the linen shirt from Gap in the pretty, pretty spring green. It's not like a bright green that would be more for an autumn, spring color person. I feel like a summer person in my color wheel. If you follow that book that tells you what colors to wear, I think I'm a summer, and this green fits more with that. And I just kept on my shoes that were the Johnston Murphy Gold. Not that I'm going to wear these. I also think this would go with my new Birks that are kind of a turquoise color. This is almost leaning towards a turquoise color, and green is so popular this year that I thought, yeah, I want to do a green. So I like it. It fits good, feels good, and like I said, I'm going to give it a slight press, and that'll make it look a little bit better. I didn't think it was necessary to go through all of those t-shirts and video them. I just did a still shot of those, but for this one, since I changed to the pants from Gap, Now that I have it on together, I'm not sure that it really goes that well together. Maybe it's not quite the same colors that I was looking for, but I really thought about putting these pants like with a white shirt and sandals or something. And they do have pockets, and it will be good for a front tuck because of the elastic, you know. I think, you know, this is grocery store type wear, or a quick trip in the car. You know, if you're going on a quick trip, I think these would be nice for that with the cargo pockets on the side. But for me, I just really like to just leave things out and hang loose. All of the t-shirts were extra large. The two shirts that were Albuquerque, the Old Town, were a little bit more narrow. This one is from Lucky Brand, as was the Butterfly. They were extra large, and they have plenty of room, nice space. Could I go smaller? Of course. You know, I mean, does it look better to be classically, you know, put together? Or, you know, if I ever got to a point where I was losing weight and this spare tire area was going away, then yes, I might be more of a classic fit type person. But for right now, and hanging around the house and doing what I do, I'm just gonna hang loose. I want a looser fit. And then the Range shirt, the Range Cafe shirt, was also an extra large, but it was super oversized. I probably could have gone with a large on that, but for walking purposes, it's gonna be just fine and nice and cool. So these are the things that I got from our Albuquerque trip. And then I told you a while ago that I would show you some of my turquoise jewelry, and that's why I didn't purchase anything new. I'm not bragging. I just want to show it. It's just things that I collected from many years. These were my daddy's rings, and I had some of them resized to fit me, or some of them can fit on my, you know, pointer finger. But I used to work, when I was in college, I worked for a lady who sold turquoise jewelry, and she was extremely knowledgeable about all of it. And at one time I knew things about it, but she was really drawn to Kingman turquoise and coral. And my daddy purchased some things from her, as well as when we went on trips. And so all of this is his jewelry. I mean, this is a coral piece that's just gorgeous. And this one has a split in it, but I don't care. I still wear it, you know. And I'm not sure, but I think this might be the Sleeping Beauty turquoise. And, you know, it's hard to find, and it's pretty expensive these days. And then I love the Zuni inlay chip situation. So those were my dad's. And then my jewelry was, you know, at the time that I bought it, it really wasn't all that expensive. Like I would get little pieces, you know, like this, that wouldn't cost very much when I was, especially when I was in college and working for Mrs. George. Let's see, something else that I bought from her at that time. Now this one is just lovely, a Zuni inlay of a bird. And when I look for turquoise jewelry, I like to make sure that they are signed, and this one is. I would have to get a magnifying glass to see what the signature is, but you know, it's just gorgeous. I love that. But most of the little rings that I get are not super expensive. Things that I've gotten in the past, I really like the elaborate work of the jewelry. I like the combination of the coral and the turquoise. This is one that I purchased when I was working for Mrs. George, the Zuni chip inlay, and I cannot wear this one. I'm going to have it resized because it was from my fingers were much tinier. And this one I think I got in Albuquerque. I think these three I got in Albuquerque, and I love the bird inlay, zuni inlay on that one. This one I'm not sure where I got this one, and I can't focus it. This one I'm not sure where I got it, but just a pretty silver piece. And this one I know I got in Albuquerque. It is an eagle, and then it has a drop topaz with it. I just thought that was really cool. And let's see, this one I'm pretty sure I got in Albuquerque. The one that I wore on the trip was an Albuquerque ring. These are Albuquerque. These are the zuni inlay. This one is a bird, thunderbird, and this one is a butterfly. In fact, the year of COVID, these two I picked up fairly cheaply during COVID year because they were wanting to sell desperately. So there are those. And let's see. Basically, those are my most treasured turquoise pieces, but they're certainly not elaborate, and they're certainly not terribly expensive. Now, today, they may be more, you know, it goes up in price, but for the most part, those were not. These pieces came from when I was working for Mrs. George, the zuni inlay. This bracelet's really, really old, but like I said, I try to find the bracelets that were signed, and this one has a signed signature here. And this was just a pin or a pendant, a little butterfly. And then I still have my watch band on a Timex watch. I can still wear this because all you have to do is wind this. So that's kind of neat. So those pieces came from when I was in college. So you may wonder, how do you know if turquoise is real or not? There are 3 tests that you can do, but one of the ones that I have tried is the acetone test, where it's just polish remover, and you take a cotton ball or a Q-tip and you apply it to the stone, and if the blue comes off, it's not real, and if it does not, you've got real turquoise. So these are some pieces that I've picked up in the past. Nothing elaborate, nothing expensive, especially the chips. This one came from an estate sale, and I was really leery about it, so I did the acetone test on the beads, and nothing came off. So these are real stones. And then this one I restrung because it was too short for me, so I added some little pieces to it to make it kind of interesting, and so that was a restring. And then this one I'm super pleased with because it is a liquid silver piece with the corn maiden. I just love the little corn maiden. And yes, all of these are signed. The silver pieces are signed. And I just love it when they are a signed piece. It's just so fascinating to know that a Native American was responsible for your jewelry. This one I made when I was working for Mrs. George. It's just little rondelles and with liquid silver at the top. This is really old. I mean, some of this is as much as 45 years old, you know. So there's that. And then this was a cuff bracelet that I picked up one time. I also believe this came from either Santa Fe or Albuquerque, and you can see the stamp on it. This is a good piece. Now it would probably cost a lot more than it did then. This came from Mrs. George. These are just rolled turquoise pieces. This is a zuni piece. It's a bracelet that I really love. And then I love the fetishes. I made this one when I worked for Mrs. George. This is an eagle fetish. And I did it with liquid gold silver. I mean, liquid gold pieces, and then the little fetishes are on there. Mother of pearl fetishes and the little birds. And then this one, I believe I got one time in Albuquerque. It might have been the year of COVID too, because they were just selling things just ridiculously cheap, and I wanted to pick it up while I could. And then this piece is a little more elaborate, and it belonged to my mother. But she did get it from the lady that I worked for. And my sister, when my mother passed, she took some of her jewelry and she let me have this particular, because she knew that I loved turquoise jewelry, so she let me have that piece. And I'm really proud of it. And then I also love the mother of pearl pieces. I think they're really, really pretty. The cuff bracelet, again, it's signed. And then this one was a necklace that matched the bracelet somewhat. And then some little mother of pearl earrings that I had gotten, I believe, when I worked for Mrs. George. And then I also love Lapis jewelry. This was a bracelet that came from Colorado, and it has lapis and turquoise with it, and different kinds of turquoise, and I thought that was super cool. Again, a signed piece. And then there was a lady named Lois that would sit in the Albuquerque streets and sell her jewelry, and one year my husband got this for me for my birthday, and I am just so proud of it. And you can see that it is signed as well, Lapis, and it came, or it didn't come with it, but I purchased a necklace that matched, and then she had this lapis strand that was strung through the necklace, and this is just a gorgeous piece to wear all together. And then I got this lapis piece from Mrs. George, the lady that I worked for. My sister-in-law made me this gold and lapis beaded piece with a bracelet that matches. My sister gave me this lapis jewelry back when she started getting things for my dad to put together. And so my daddy made this one that has seed pearls and lapis, and it's really pretty on, and that's the bottom of it. He put 4 pieces at the bottom to show that that is the bottom of the necklace. And then I also got a ring to match my little set here, lapis ring, and some earrings to match as well. And then one year, Lois, her daughter, was selling jewelry, and she had all these different stones on liquid silver, and I just had to have that. I thought it was gorgeous because I love all the different stones, the multi-stones. Very, very bohemian style. Looks really cute with lots of things. And there's lapis in this, and no telling what are the pieces. I would have to kind of look them up and see what they are, but I loved that. This ring came from Sundance. It is a lapis ring. These rings came from, I believe, a show that I went to that was lapis. This ring came from Sundance, and I think it's really a man's ring, and it's getting too small for me, so I don't know what I'm going to do about it, but it's got a band of turquoise around it. But I didn't mind that it was a man's ring. And then this piece is also lapis from Mrs. George's shop. And let's see. My husband forgot one year that he had bought me one of these bracelets from Sundance, and he bought it again and didn't realize it. And I said, that's okay, I'll just wear both of them, or I could give one to my daughter. So I will do that if she wants one. But those two came from Sundance. This little one came from Sundance with a little ball and a sterling silver chain. And I do not know where this one came from, but I love it. I just love how it feels. It's just, you know, it's just so unique. And those are lapis pieces. And I think that's all my lapis. And then I have a coral heart that I got from Mrs. George several years ago. So as you can see, I don't need any more turquoise or lapis jewelry. I'm pretty much set. And some of it was given to me, some of it I bought, some of it came from my parents, my sister-in-law. You know, I don't need any particularly, but I was looking for a certain piece when I was in Albuquerque at this time. And then another thing that I actually won this one, the lady that I worked for when she still had a shop, she had a contest and she gave this away. And I always had in the back of my mind wondered if she fudged the contest just because I worked for her. I hope not, but if she did, bless her heart. These are silver fetishes and they are just so unique, and I'm so proud of it and so thrilled to have it, that it came from her. She didn't give me a lot of jewelry. She gave me discounts on the jewelry for me to buy, which was great. But this is a piece that she actually gave to me because it was something that I won, and I'm super proud of that. So here's what I was talking about. I would like to find someday a needlepoint ring or bracelet. Doesn't necessarily have to be a necklace to go with my little earrings. These are tiny, and I don't know, I probably should wear them and try to match. I did see a ring this time, and he wanted, I believe, $75 for it, and I don't know, I just didn't want to spend the money at this time. But that's going to be my next goal. That's what I'm going to look for, is probably some needlepoint, something to match my little earrings. But anyway, that is my collection of turquoise and lapis jewelry. So I'm going to end the video at this point and put this all together and let you view it. I hope that you will and make it all the way through to the end. Thank you so much for coming along with me and seeing what I bought in Albuquerque. It was a fun trip. Nothing that I show is ever something that I want you to feel like I'm bragging about. It's not a bragging thing. I just like to share, and I love to watch other people's videos where they share what they've purchased on trips or when they've gone shopping. I just think it's so much fun, and I would love to see other people's jewelry and their findings and their treasures that they've gotten over the years. But one thing I always want to say is that all of this is fleeting and not necessary and not super important. We just enjoy it while we're here. Could I give it up in a second? Absolutely. Because my goal in life is to let everyone know about loving the Lord Jesus Christ and having Him as your personal Savior, because this time will soon be over, and I do believe very strongly that Jesus is coming back, and coming back soon, I hope. And can I leave it all behind? Absolutely. Did I enjoy it while I was here? Sure. And I appreciate all the gifts and everything that people have given me and what I've looked for. I think another reason that I love turquoise jewelry so much is that I do have a little history of Native American in my family. My great grandmother, I believe, was half Cherokee. So that would have been my dad's grandmother. So if you go back and you go, okay, my daddy's grandmother was half, his daddy was 1/4, my dad was 1/8, and then that would make me 1/16, and then my daughter 1/32, if you want to go back like that. Do I look like I have any Native American in me? Probably not. But I've always loved it, and I think loving to make jewelry, there must be some connection somewhere back in time, and loving art and putting things together and drawing and just doing all that. There's got to be some kind of connection from the past with all of that. But thank you for joining me. Blessings to everyone, and I will see you in my next video.